Welcome back to the channel, ladies and gentlemen. I am going to be showing you guys where you can wind up finding some decent sand. Not necessarily have to worry about that fucking guy. Fuck, 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 fuck! Ah! Alright, so if you don't want to end up like what just happened right there, and other series of unfortunate events, I luckily have a location for you that you'll be able to get however much spice sand, or not spice sand, some flower sand that you could ever want, with minimizing the risk of pissing off the sandworm. So we're going to be showing you that location. Sadly, it is only for the week due to the Coriolis storms that wind up messing up the deep desert. I also recently found out that it'll also change this map in Haga Basin just without the risk of you losing your base. So that's good at least. Anyway, I'm going to be showing you guys this location. You can take advantage of it as much as you can for the rest of this week. Once I find, if I find another good location next week, I will be more than happy to also make a video on that, so you guys could also take advantage of that area. And obviously you would want a couple of items with you, which I'm going to be showing you here very quickly. This is the location, and I will also be showing you on the map. Pretty sure this is going to be in the Eastern Vermilius Gap. Yes, it is. It's going to be located just north of this huge-ass rock island right here. And it's going to be located just to the north. And I'm going to get to that in a second. Let me show you some of the items that you wind up needing. Obviously, if you're an experienced Dune Awakening personnel, then you probably already know all this information, including the location. But you're going to want any type of static compactor, of course. Obviously, if you have higher marks, the better. This is a Mark 6 omni-static compactor, which is going to have a gather rate of extremely high. Power consumption is going to be huge, though, so just make sure you have a good battery pack with you. I'd say at least Mark 4 and above, so you don't have to worry too much. You could really use any battery pack at the end of the day. You just want to make sure that you're using all of your time very well. And that's going to be the goal here. You're also going to want soft step boots. This is going so when you finally do wind up catching the attention of the sandworm, because not this entire flower sand area isn't immune. And I also have a sandstorm inbound here in a moment. But yeah, you're not gonna, this area right here isn't 100% immune to the sandworm. But if you have soft step boots, it is going to gradually assist with keeping that dude at bay. Well, you can whip out this omni-static compactor and you can start getting some stuff done. I'm gonna wait until this storm passes here real quick, so and I'm not dying in the middle of this field, in the middle of a sandstorm. Luckily, this piece of rock right here says that I'm in an enclosed space, so if it works, it works. Pretty sure I just realized that the sandstorm will temporarily cover our fields because I do not see the flower sand field. So I'm gonna just make a flyby real quick and see if that fixes anything. Alright, so after the sandstorm, we had to wait a little while. I guess they wind up covering these flower sand fields, which now I know that, and now you know that as well. I'm gonna go ahead and land right here. Not worried about that parking job. I'm going to show you guys why this is such a good field. As you can see, I can go a decent amount out into the field before the sandworm even becomes a threat. I mean, like, look, already this is a lot. If I keep going, yeah, now he's starting to sense the vibrations. And even then, all this flower sand on this side, still a lot. You can bring home at least a couple stacks. And as you can see, smacking the ground. I gotta actually stay here for a while. As long as I brought water. I did not. Alright, so I could stay for as long as my water consumption starts taking my character. obviously, if you want to increase your yield amount, besides what type of tier omnistatic compactor you have, you could also go into your skills, and under the planetologist and under scientist, you're going to have this skill right here, which is going to give you the compaction passive level. As soon as you get it over to level 1 to 3, you will have a compactor yield of about 20% on top of the mark static compactor that you have. So it will also assist greatly in doing this. And it also works for the spice fields as well, especially if you're on a crunch time and you're dealing with the sandworm in the deep desert and other enemy players. These little things will just help you on your journey to be a little bit more efficient and not spend so much time. Because the more time you spend out in the field, obviously the more dangerous it's going to get. In other words, the very fine words that people have said, if you fuck around, you're going to find out. And taking a look, you can see that I got almost 2 stacks, about like 1.5 stacks right there of flour. And the sandworm wasn't even an issue. Now, if you grab yourself one of these fine ornithopters or an assault ornithopter, if you're dedicated on taking out this entire field completely, you'd even be able to take this out with minimal threat from the sandworm, fill up one of these scout ornithopters, then you should be set, because it doesn't take too much to make silicone blocks. And if you're going to mass produce those silicone blocks for other materials, then this area is going to be very, very good and not having to worry too much. And like I said, it's just going to be located to the north of the main rock island of the Eastern Vermilius Gap. And with that being said, I'm going to go and get some water so that my dude can finally see straight. Hope this information was good for you guys. If you guys enjoyed the video or want to see anything else Dune Awakening wise or other game wise, just go ahead and leave a comment into the comments section. Like and subscribe, and I promise to keep pushing out these videos for you guys and displaying any other type of information that I wind up finding in the future. This is 141 Division. Stay gaming.